Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us for today's Knack at Home program with Vertigo Dance. My name is Dawn Lilly, and I'm co-chair of the Dance Committee. For those of you not familiar with the National Arts Club, we're a 501c3 nonprofit based in New York City with a mission to stimulate, foster, and promote public interest in the arts. Annually, the club offers more than 150 free programs to the public, including exhibitions, theatrical and musical performances, lectures, and readings. For more information about the National Arts Club, you can visit us at nationalartsclub.org or find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Today's program with Vertigo is also presented under the auspices of the Consulate General of Israel in New York. Noah Wertheim, Artistic Director of Vertigo, will be on hand to answer questions after presentation, so please send them in via your question or chat box, and Laura Daly will process them. Our program tonight will be introduced by Miriam Berger, who's a member of the Dance Committee. Enjoy.
Today, we're most fortunate. We will be learning about Vertigo, and we will be viewing two of its dance creations. Vertigo is a messenger of Israeli art at its very best, at home and abroad, that brings people closer together and teaches them through the language of the body. As such, the company encompasses, in addition to its performances, master classes, workshops, co-productions with other companies from around the world, and it invites artists from different fields to create together with the company. The community branch of Vertigo includes the dance school, which operates alongside the company and enables everyone to study dance, and the Vertigo Dance Workshop, which provides a professional framework for training dancers. There are performances and workshops for every community, including the disabled, out of the belief that the dance language of Vertigo is unique yet universal and challenges the limits of the body. Vertigo was founded in 1992 by two extraordinary individuals, Noah Wertheim and Adi Shahal, partners in life and dance. Shortly after her graduation from the Rubin Academy of Music and Dance in Jerusalem, Noah Wertheim was accepted into the Jerusalem Tamar Dance Company. It was there she met Adi, whose professional dance experience included both the Bat Sheva Ensemble and the Kibbutz Dance Workshop. I think I must say now, on a personal level, that I am really passionate about Vertigo's dance creations and Noah's choreography. I have seen Vertigo perform here in New York and in Israel, and it is my most favorite dance company in the entire world. So now I am most happy, and I'm very honored to introduce Noah to you. You will learn from her about the dances you will see and about Vertigo's exceptional Eco Village. She joins us now from Israel, the co-founder of Vertigo, Noah Wertheim.
So hello there, everybody. I'm super excited to be from Israel talking with you in the United States at the moment. And I will just introduce the first video we will watch in a minute. It will be a moment, a very special moment in Jerusalem. When the pandemic arrived, this Corona, we didn't know what to do as artists. And we went to the mayor of Jerusalem and we said, you know what? The streets are empty. When we will have an option to really do this incredible dance, the birth of the Phoenix, in the center of the town, or if I will correct it, more in the hot spot between Jaffa Gate, in English it's Jaffa Gate, yeah, that it's the old city and the new city, where all religions exist. And for me, it was a big prayer because all the world had the same problem. And I felt it can be a moment that we are really united, and it did create this beautiful of oneness. The moment we are a bit in the other side of this moment, exploring the extremity of a big challenge. But for me, everything is part of really learning, exploration, and let's see together this beautiful moment we have. We were lucky to get to the beautiful city of Jerusalem in a very special moment in our history, and let's enjoy it together.
אנחנו מקימים היום את הפניקס כאן, בליבה של ירושלים המופלאה הזו והמורכבת. אני שומעת את המוזיקה. רק אמרתי שהאנרגיה עכשיו בירושלים. ורטיגו נולדה בירושלים לפני 27 שנים. יצירה לידת הפניקס קרתה כאן, בירושלים. לידת הפניקס היא יצירה שהבנתי שאני לא יכולה יותר להיכנס לחלל הזה שקוראים לו תיאטרון, לבלק בוקס. אני עוד לא ראיתי תפאורה שיכולה להיראות כמו הטבע. שהטבע הוא הנוף שלי, והוא האוויר, והוא התאורה שלנו. אין היררכיה, אין אתם כאן ואני פה. אין צופה ונצפה. הקהל יושב איתך. זה כמו לחזור ולחוות חוויה שהיא בעצם שבטית. אנחנו באים לעשות טקס משותף של באמת ממקום של הוויה וחוויה משותפת, אנרגטית, של חזרה לאדמה, לטבע, ומאפר באת לאפר תשוב, לצאת מהאדמה ולחזור. ממש כמו עוף החול, שבעצם יצרה איזה מין עולם של כיליון, שריפה. כל 500 שנה עוף החול הולכת לה למדבר, מתקלה, שורפת את עצמה ונבראת מחדש. מהאפר. כך אני מודה לעיר ירושלים שנתנה לנו את היום הזה, ממש בפתח של היציאה מהקורונה. ואחד הדברים המיוחדים של התקופה הזו, שכמו גורמים לנו להתחיל את עצמנו מחדש. כל העולם באותה מצוקה, באותו שבר, באותו מקום, באותו רגע. אני חושבת שהפסקנו לבחור, שהעידן המודרני והמטריקס הוא בעצם סוחף אותנו. אנחנו לא חייבים. בואו נבחר מחדש. זה מין רגע קסום של באמת אפשר שוב להתחיל כרגע, כאן ועכשיו, כולנו מחדש. אחד הדברים שלידת הפניקס לימדה אותנו זה אקולוגיה פנימית ואקולוגיה אישית. איך אנחנו כאנוש מסוגלים לקחת משאב טבע ופשוט כמו, הייתי אומרת, בחזירות אינסופית, לקחת, הכל בשביל זה. מה זה כסף? אנחנו לא נקברים איתו, והוא לא כמו הפניקס, הוא לא יקום לתחייה איתנו. היצירה הזו נולדה, הקימו את הכיפה ופירקו אותה והיא נעלמה. היא לא השאירה שום טביעת אצבע. היא נולדה ומתה במעגליות אינסופית. והתחושה הזו של האינסוף ולא לפגוע, יצירה סביב חברה, סביב אחדותיות, אותי היום מעניינת יותר מכל דבר. אחד הדברים הקסומים שאני יכולה להגיד שאנחנו חידשנו בעשור האחרון, אחרי שהפניקס נכנס לתודעת אקולוגיה, זה בעצם לחיות בצורה אקולוגית ולבנות בצורה אקולוגית. ואנחנו בונים מהאדמה ואנחנו מייצרים באמת צורת חיים שבטית של קבוצת אנשים שחיים והוגים יחד ותומכים אחד בשני. הגיע הזמן שכל האנוש יתכנס ויעשה איזשהו איזון. זה התכנסות פנימה, לנשום, לתת רגע את הזמן הזה שהרווחנו, וכן לעשות עבודה. אבל חייבת לעשות עבודה של התבוננות. והתבוננות על המעשים, על התנועות שלנו, על הבחירות שלנו, ובכלל בדיקה מי אנחנו והרצונות שלנו ממקום חדש. אני חושבת שזה רגע באמת לעמוד פה ולהיות בהודיה מול ההיסטוריה, לראות מה קורה לנו הרגע הזה, לחזור בעצם לנוכחות מלאה לירושלים, לשלם הזה. אם נבין באמת לעומק שאנחנו אורגניזם אחד, יש לנו את אותו גוף, את אותה מחשבה, את אותו רגש, את אותם אזורי יופי, כאב, אנושי. הלוואי שנצליח להיות באמת שלמים מבפנים ואחדותיים יותר.
Okay. So, hello everybody. Actually, today I'm very sad because I'm watching with you the video, and I have a deep feeling that I really understood when I created The Birth of the Phoenix like 16 years ago. It's already a long time ago. Then I had this moment of acknowledging, a deep acknowledgement of realization of the human being not respecting the nature, not sitting together. And then I said, I had my third boy and I was breastfeeding, and I said, I cannot, I want to sit outside. I cannot be in this theater. I cannot bring my family, my children, the dogs, the people. And I wanted to go out. And then I looked at the nature, and it's changing from place to place. We performed with this in Riverside in New York City. It was amazing. We had a storm, and anyway, we had many, many adventures, more than 1,000 performances with the Phoenix. And it really brought us to a place that wanted to talk with nature. And with this year, this special year, I felt it's so much connected. And now I'm sad because we have a hard situation between human beings. And with this, I'll be honest, it's harder for me how to continue understanding that we are really one, that it's our imagination, that each one has its own thoughts. We have the same sensations, eyes, nose, breath, feelings, thoughts, wills. And as I talked about the matter of will and why and where we are wanting, so I will talk about this will in Lila, the third video, but now we'll see a short video of the village, I think, a bit, yeah, get to know us a bit better.
Step by step, unlimited, movement, roots, ancient, land, evolving, motionless, educate, flourish, sustain, inspire, embrace, touch, humble, and serve. Art, human, nature.
Three years ago, we decided to leave the normal way we were living in, to come together. I didn't want only to talk about a way of living in the arts, lecturing, doing art. I felt I want to really change the way of living. And we created Vertigo Eco Village.
In the heart of Israel, a stone's throw from where King David struck Goliath, the Vertigo Eco Village bustles creatively year-round. The village is a natural extension of the Vertigo Dance Company's versatile artistic, social, and environmental projects for the past 18 years. Having transformed a deserted chicken coop into a vibrant educational and artistic center, the globally unique village prompts social and environmental change by means of cultural and artistic expression.
I have learned to not ask, what do I want? Instead, I ask, what do I have?
At the village, Vertigo currently operates several interrelated and evolving initiatives, all of which reflect the same force and commitment that put the troupe in motion in order to realize its ultimate vision. From outreach performances and workshops for diverse communities, to the eco-spiritual pluralistic Beit Midrash, Art of the Origins, an interdisciplinary performing arts center for Torah study, creativity, and therapy. And from state-of-the-art dance company rehearsals to practical ecology workshops and the development of green technologies. Vertigo seeks to renovate the 7 inactive industrial structures in its immediate vicinity, transforming them into a lively green zone of environmentally and socially aware pioneering hubs, including the Adama Earth Building School and Facility, dedicated to the use of renewable local materials and ancient building techniques, the Interdisciplinary Artists Residence for local and international artists, designated to foster creativity in an intercultural, collaborative, and vibrant environment, and the Power of Balance for the inclusion and fulfillment of diverse populations, to build a place where people live, create, educate, and come to make a difference. Join the Vertigo Eco Village, leading a groundbreaking change in Israel's artistic, social, and environmental awareness. Vertigo, art, human, nature.
So that was a small introduction of the village. Now already we developed much more, another chicken coop, and it's incredible. I have a small studio that is a performance art, and today we had to have a performance, and also with the disabled tonight. We had in Suzanne Dalal in Tel Aviv a performance. We had today 2 performances. This week we canceled 5 performances after we came back from the pandemic. And now we have the human pandemic. I'm laughing because it's not really funny. I'm really crying in my heart, but I think the good spirit is better to choose. And now we will move on. And I hope afterwards you'll come in and have questions, and then it can answer about the story and how we developed the village, and really with the 4 sisters, the 4 mothers and the families, to change really the way how we live, not only in the arts, And we will see now Lila, that is a creation I did, I think 3 years ago. And it's the word is from Sanskrit, and it's the game of the cosmic divine, but it's a bit playful, and it has a few symbols there about the big woman, like the ancient story about Adam and Eve, that the temptation. I was very curious about a little bit the playful, but because we have we have passion, and we have extremities, polarities, how to deal with that. And we were born as men, woman, and we got this apple as a symbol, but the symbol is very, very strong. It doesn't come just like that. The rituals and the stories from the Old Testaments and all the historical philosophy, like in the Greek and everywhere in the world. And this idea of temptation, I was curious about, because when was the first scene, in my opinion, when God came to tell Adam and Eve, what's happening with you guys, Why did you eat this? You will die because of that. You won't be infinity. And then Adam turns, he blamed. The blaming was very, very important in my thought, that the first thing really happened as a human being, blaming each other. I think we have to do the big recognition of changing this opinion, because it's part of our nature. So let's see a little bit of Lila and see this influence coming from this experience, curiosity of mine, exploring the philosophy of human being. So Lila.
So the first question that I have, thanks. It was wonderful. It's wonderful work. And I think where you get your inspiration is mystical and magical and absolutely fantastic. So let's talk about Phoenix. Was the rehearsal done at the Eco Village? Was the Eco Village established by that point? Okay. So then my question is, or one of the audience members' question, was the choreography worked out on dirt? Or was that something that happened later?
It happened while I was creating, because it's a nice question, because in the beginning I thought to have a video art. I was completely in a thought that I will do video art, like the ice is falling apart, and I thought about how we are ruining the universe and those thoughts. And I thought to do it in a modern way. And afterwards, one day I woke up and I said, it cannot be in the theater. And the personal story, together with the idea of the piece, to recognize the nature again, and to to be grateful, and to be with an open heart, and to say thank you for the nature, because every single thing for the earth is bringing the food we are eating, everything, and we are definitely not taking care of it enough. And this acknowledgement, and I started to be a vegetarian and ecological, in those years, and the family was growing, and everything together. I said it won't be in the theater. And Adi, my husband, that is the founder and the manager, he looked at me, come on, why they build theater? This is the way how things. And I said, no, it won't. And I started to explore how, and then I thought it has to be outdoors, but then it's getting wet, the lino. And then I said, no, it has to be on nature. And I found a way. I would do tryouts in the garden, and I did all the exploration by myself, actually, without an artist. And then I figured out, and some friend told me, you have this geodesic dome that is incredible genius. It's actually, he lived in America, Baxman and Fuller invented this brilliant idea, anyway, that is so ecological. If we would build in this construction, houses would not cost so much, and would be much more easier to live in. We don't need all the cement, but we are already so much into the modern world. And that's how it developed, actually. And this was the first seed that brought us to go to actually build the village. And if I can share a personal story.
Sure.
My mom passed, I think it was around this birth of the Phoenix, from just cancer. And she was amazing, mom. Yeah, and we are 4 sisters. And I think we have 14 children altogether. and it was a moment that I'm working with one of my sisters. Another one is working with the disabled Power of Balance project for 20 years. And it was like, we cannot be mothers and careeristic women. And we felt no grandmother to help. And it was a moment of, to choose. And then everything came together with this acknowledgement of ecological and environmental thought. And then we said, let's live together. Let's go find some nature in a kibbutz or somewhere in Israel, and build the studios, and we'll be near the family, the children, and we'll support each other. And that was a brilliant moment. The supportive energy to opposite that what the modern world is educating us, the separation, individualistic, so that was an amazing, and now we live next to each other, the houses, the 4 sisters, with the husbands, with the children. In the beginning, it was very hard, because you really need to meditate and breathe and to share things and all the opinions, how to create this synergy between not only the sisters, with the husbands, everybody. It's a complex situation, but we said if we will succeed, it's our present to ourselves and to the world.
Thank you. One of the attendees asked, how can disabled individuals benefit from your outreach program? This individual is involved with a community near Carmel in Israel, which, so how does the farm?
Thank you for the question, because tonight we canceled the show of the disabled group with the mixed abilities, I would say properly, mixed abilities dancers. We have an incredible new work for theater. So it's 100% art and into your stomach, like very strong performers, all kind of. And what we are doing, we have a school once a week. The teachers are, one of them my sister, and one of them is paraleg, and he's sitting on a wheelchair, and he is very beautiful guy, and he is teaching contact and dance. Because what you have to understand that a whole limit, when we have limits, it gives much more creativity. We think, okay, we have abilities and we have more abilities, but sometimes when we're limited, we should find interesting ways of expression, of teaching, of approaching the body and the soul. And it's incredible because we have this project more than 20 years, and I love this project. I cannot be like so much involved because everything grew in Vertigo. We have as well a school in Jerusalem. Actually, we're one of the only companies based in Jerusalem. There are not so many. All the artists run to Tel Aviv. But I love Jerusalem. And we have also a school there. And I don't know if I answered the question exactly about the mixed abilities, but if you want to make the question.
I think what I'll do is I'll connect the two of you after the event, so you can talk to her in more detail. How much of your choreography is influenced by traditional Israeli dance?
I was not such a folk dancer as a young girl, but I did a bit of folk. And what is traditional in Israel or in my Jewish origins is a big question, because we weren't so connected to the body. I think we were more connected to maybe in the old ancient temple, it was involved a body and music and everything. But then it went into a lot of head studying, developing a lot the brain, and less expressing. Maybe a few did express themselves through the body, but I think it's a new thing in Israel, and it's very strong actually. All the movement of dance and expression and music, it's like incredible. The mix of the countries in such a short time made, I think, a very interesting cultural, like boom, like exploding the culture here, because of the fact that people came from Morocco, Yemen, Ethiopia, Russia, United States, Germany, Poland, everywhere. In 75 years, a young country that goes like into such an integration so fast brings a lot of spice and flavors. And I think that brought this very special forms of art. For me, I don't know where I was influenced so much. It was kind of family business, intuition. Actually, my aunt was one of the first. She lived all her life in New York City, because I also was born in New York by chance while my parents were. And she's one of the best friends of Miriam, how you say, Rock. And
Hear you.
They were starting the physiotherapy in United States, so it runs in the family probably.
Talking about the multicultural aspect of Israel, how does that come into play with your dancers? Where do they all hail from?
Actually, who you saw tonight, the dancers, two of them, the blonde girl and the tall also, they are more than 10 years with me. They did study in their childhood in the Jerusalem Academy in the high school, and then in the kibbutz dance company a little bit. And the guy is from the kibbutz from the north. And also it's very interesting because in the kibbutzim, I think developed a lot of artists, also musicians and dancers, because also Ohad Naharin and Rami Be'er of the kibbutz, all the big companies, you can see that they're coming as well from kibbutzim. And what I thought about it many times, because now I live in the kibbutz for 13 years, I'm not originally from a kibbutz, not at all. But what I saw that every celebration, because they didn't keep the religion, the old religion, they created a new way, and all was about performance. The children, since they're kindergarten, they come on the stage, they sing a song, they do a dance of, now was a Shavuot, so they are practicing actually every year to stand on the stage, and their form of celebrating is a lot performance in the outdoors. And I think all the talents could find very easy this in a young state, that they have a talent and they got confidence because they were standing there in front of the families. So I think that brought a lot of artists in Israel, also singers, so I figured this one out many years ago.
Next question is, what new developments are happening at the Eco Village now?
You should come and visit, all of you, when you are in Israel, and everything will be okay. We are building a lot, and everything in the village is made from earth, and the toilets are compost toilets, and we have solar energy from the light, and we try really to be as much as we can sustainable. And now we developed another, like a cheder ochel, a place for eating, like a diner room and a small theater studio. So this you didn't see in the video today because it's an old video, and now we already have a new space that we actually used this freedom in the Corona year. We had kind of time because we didn't have so many groups, and we were a bit I was creating a new creation, and we could build. And the builders are the husbands of my sisters and the people from the kibbutz. And we build also few new formats that we can come to a performance, and then you have dinner. So it's not coming from a minute, it's like staying. I'm researching a lot about time and space, and I feel the time can change a bit from what we were used to, this metrics, fast, a little bit existing, like meeting and taking the time. I hope to keep that.
What in your daily life keeps you inspired and creative?
For me, spirituality is my love, like my biggest creativity, inspiration, philosophy, and I like also to do Qigong and Tai Chi, like a little bit of, you can see in Lila a little bit fights, and I like because I think we have to learn to have this extremity that we have in ourselves, and then with the connection with the other, and to deal with it like water. If you are attacking me, instead of giving back, coming towards and going, and to be like water, and to move and to accept and to do contact and to see how we are communicating. So for me, this formation of art is very, very much my inspiration, as well as spiritual areas. Years ago, because I was brought up as a religious girl, and now I don't keep a formality of religion, because I think it has to break, in my opinion at the moment, that all the religions should break their strong attachment. In general, I would love myself and the human being to break our habits, to break our historical memories, and to really renew something and exist more at the now and here. And for me, this is a good inspiration. And I was influenced a lot from the Kabbalah and the Zohar, from the spirituality area of the Judaism. This, yes, because when you are talking about spirituality, it will be always in a higher level. It won't be those defined rules and yes, no, and all of this that I less appreciate. So this I connect a lot, but I connect also Buddhism and spiritual other things that I like to explore, and yeah, those two, movement and spirituality.
It's a really tall order, but do you think there's any role for Vertigo to try to instill understanding in the current situation?
It's, how can I say, with the years, what I understood, when I was younger, we went to the border and we did some activities, and I tried to do also out. Now, at the moment, I feel I want only to work in. My new creation named Pardes, you will see it one day. I didn't even have a time to film it. It's new. I'm exploring coming in, really to come into our inside. And I believe if I will resonate in Vertigo, in our taking care of the environment, not talking about it only, also talking about it, but behaving and living like that, because you have to walk your talk. The Indian said, you should know. Historical, I heard once an Indian, a guy say, it's beautiful expression, walk your talk. I do believe it's so deep, because while we are behaving, what we are believing, I think this already ripples, even in the energy, through the people we meet, through the connection we do, through the creations we are bringing, through the workshops. So I do believe it's already creating a new way of formation of art. Because of this, I believe a lot in the village, because it was not enough for me to meet the audience for 1 hour in the theater. Okay, applause. Bravo, I come, I bow. Good. The ego gets a good boost. And for me, I want to work deeper and to define where is my ego and where is my higher me, higher self, and this to start to present. In the arts, it's very complex, because it's very easy to create from negative and from, contrast. it gives the attention in art, the contrast of things. And now I'm trying to find more and more options to look and to create more deeper and more. It's not so easy, but I'm trying to develop. In this development, I believe that as I will improve my violent energy, I have violence, I get angry, yeah. I get sad, I get not satisfied, I'm blaming the other, I'm nervous. I have all of this in me. It's not that I got rid of it, but I do believe if I will do the work, and then I will resonate it, and each one will go and get the level of communication better and better with the open heart, this will help. I less try to go out now and to demonstrate and to do other things. I more and more, I have a feeling that it's the only way. As more and more people will do a real research of meditation, of inner love, everything, I believe we will develop. And I don't know what to do more than that. I don't know if we have another role in this life out of developing our humanity and deeper soul to try to find it, to hear the voice.
Well, I can't think of a more worthwhile endeavor. And we just wish you the best of luck. It's a beautiful company, and its underpinnings are just beautiful, and Mother Nature and everything that's balanced and right in the world. It's just inspirational on every level. So, Noah, I thank you for this event. It was wonderful. It was wonderful to have everybody get a chance to get to know your work and your dancers, the music. Everybody loved the music. I just, we wish you all the best. We can't wait to see you in New York performing, and can't wait when we can come and see you in Israel. I would like to thank the audience for taking out your afternoon to see this wonderful program. I am sure that you were spiritually fed and sated by the whole afternoon. This was recorded, and so it will be on the National Arts Club YouTube channel by tomorrow. So please watch it again or tell your friends about it, because there's just not enough support that we can give Vertigo. So Noah, be safe, and hope to see you soon.
Thank you very much for inviting me. I enjoyed very much.
We were just thrilled to have you. So everybody enjoy the rest of the day. Be safe.